alongside Alex Sawyer and Miranda Janis.
All right, yeah, we're really excited to see how this game plays out. Got a good, two good teams here. We're just really excited to see this action here. I know Miranda is as well. As Clemson has possession of the ball right now. See, there's a flag here. It's NC State actually changed of possession here. Seems to be a little repositioning here as we are setting up.
Yeah, repositioning here for
NC State.
For NC State, yeah, they're kicking it off.
They're going to kick it off so that that Clemson can get this ball here.
Yeah, and noting Clemson, they were 3-3 last year, and a player really wanted the crowd to know, for us to know, that they're a very young team. 11 rookies, 5 vets, yeah. So a very, very young, poised team here.
They're lining up for their line-out right now. So NC State will throw it in. The goal of this is to lift up their players and grab the ball out of the air and keep possession.
All right, let's see how this works out.
I will admit, it is very windy. This is the fall weather that I think everyone has
We've been waiting for it,
right, yes.
Spooky season, and now the spooks are happening.
Now NC State has a ball, and they have to pass it back.
Yep. All right, they are moving. They're tossing it, moving
Melissa
laterally
Cox.
here, trying to get something going.
Waiting for the tackle. NC State moves forward. So they're allowed to move forward, but just have to pass backwards.
Right.
So that's one of the co-captains. Melissa Cox with carry.
Right.
Oh, wow.
She
is
bulldozing.
That
There we
girl.
go.
Wow. This is an aggressive
Said, come
State
and get
team.
some.
Yeah, this is an aggressive NC State team that we'll see here today. A team that, last year in conference, they were 2-5. And they have 4 new players, but other than that, it's a very, veteran team here. Yeah. A team that knows each other. Their relationships together are very strong, and we'll see a lot of physicality from this team.
Right.
The majority of the lineup's going to be seniors.
Yes, of course.
Definitely explain some of this passing we've seen here. It's been very, very sharp. They've been really.
So this is our first scrum, I believe. Or are they lining up for that?
That's what appears, yes.
Yes, first scrum. This is interesting to watch.
I do love the scrums.
If you are tuning in and you are not a rugby person, this is definitely an entertaining, interesting sport that is very just.
So this is a result of a knock-on, which is a penalty of moving the ball forward. So both teams will line up against each other, and the other team who didn't commit the foul will roll it in, and the hookers from each side will try to pass it back until the scrum half can get it. And then it's just the change of possession.
All right, excited. Let's get into it.
So Clemson used to be known for their physicality, but because they are so young, we don't know how they're going to do in the scrum today.
Right. It's definitely something to look out for.
They might have been called for wheeling there. It's if they go past 45 degrees.
Right, right.
Yeah, the ref there explaining to them on that wheeling call.
Yeah, just trying to make sure everybody's doing this legit. Do not want any foul play.
Now, the NC State coaching staff is Coach Red Walds and Coach Jeff Summers, coaches from last year as well. Great relationship. Red Walds is he coaches the backs for State.
Hooker. So you can see us moving forward. Clemson has
Clemson
possession, but we're coming up.
Okay, we're seeing an offense possession by Clemson for the first time today, really. So they're just moving it, getting it laterally.
I think we had a tackle there.
Yeah.
Clemson with possession there.
Right.
Nice tackle.
Definitely.
So when they tackle, the point is to go low because they could get called for a high tackle, which is anything above the shoulders.
Yeah.
Do not want that. Do not.
No, nice tackle there.
Yeah.
It's hard to see their numbers
Yeah,
from
they
there,
definitely.
but
Rooster up front.
And
Right.
wow! Again,
That could have been called high, but
the physicality.
Yeah, you're about to say they're definitely seeing that here today as they're passing it out to the far left.
Nice, NC State.
Looks like NC State's going to get that, but Clemson's not going down with that fight. All right, so NC State's going to have possession here. So they're gearing up.
For another scrum.
Yep.
You can hear the
And that was from a result of a knock-on.
Now the Clemson coach is reminding his players to stick to what they practiced and to get around.
Got some good energy from the crowd on NC State side today.
Yeah,
Definitely.
A
Feeling
nice
good on this
crowd.
cold day.
It's a nice, a good crowd,
We even
honestly.
see some Bojangles. I don't know
I'm
about
happy.
you guys,
NC
but
State staple right
Might
there.
have to steal a couple fries, but
I know.
as we're getting ready for the scrum here.
So the penalty was on Clemson, so we will roll it in this time. So this is the most exhausting part of the game.
Yes.
Definitely.
So you'll start to see these slow down as we move on.
Clemson with
Right.
possession.
So this is a ruck right here. Clemson.
Right. Oh,
Oh, man. Again,
Quite a tackle
physicality
right
from this
there.
NC State team, and I smell that Bojangles.
as Clemson is out here taking it, advancing the ball up the field. Seeing them trying to pass back now. See if they can work on something. Oh,
Nice
another tackle by NC State. They're trying to squeeze that ball out,
Trying to get the ruck.
get some
and
runners
go.
moving. They're going.
Some
She
offense.
okay. Ooh. All right. Still moving, still moving. They're moving about left side of the field right now. They got some movers.
And nice tackle there.
Strong tackling by NC State right now, this
So
first
they're-
half.
Clemson's got some pretty good offense, but our defense is answering each time.
Right, exactly. All right. Clemson on the move, trying to make something happen. Ooh. Looks like NC
First
State
tackle
now
now.
has the ball. Now they are on the offensive.
And that's Alyssa Cox with the carry.
All right.
Now,
Up to co-captain.
it's interesting for, the sport is you're kind of
Nice.
anticipating where your team is going to be because you have to pass backwards. I know when I did a episode of
Be
Put Me in-
careful going out of bounds here.
Oh, we saw a little kick there.
Ouch.
I think we're seeing some physicality from Clemson.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, like I was saying, I had to do a episode of Put Me in Coach with Rugby, and when you're passing it backwards to the person, you kind of have to, know your team well.
Right.
And anticipate where they're going to be to make sure you're making that right pass back.
So Clemson knocked it out, so NC State will be throwing it in for the line out.
All right. NC State.
They have to be sure to throw it in straight or they get called for it.
Exactly.
Oh.
Clemson took that and they're running with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
NC
a
State
great
answers with
play.
some tackles.
See if they can turn it into some points.
Clemson's got some speed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ball hawking out here. All right. That's going to be a penalty right there.
So, not sure who that was on.
Yeah, we will find out soon.
Oh, it's a penalty, so they get to choose
To
if they,
kick.
yeah, if they want to kick for 3 points
Right.
or if they want to kick it out for another line out.
Exactly.
Clemson team is very vocal. For a very young team, they're very physical and they are vocal. And I think we're seeing that advantage in this game
Right.
as they're doing good for a young team. They're vocal, and as you can see, they're getting down the field.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
making something happen offensively, and I think that's big.
Right. Especially with this sport, physicality and communication are probably two of the biggest things that go along with the sport.
Agreed.
And they're doing that. So it's very good to see if you're a Clemson fan.
So they regain possession. I'm hoping NC State doesn't get overconfident with their age compared to this group.
Wow.
And
Right,
so with the
exactly.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Nice.
I don't know what it was called, but for a try to count, the ball has to be pressed to the ground,
Right.
and a try is 5 points.
Correct. She was just bulldozing a second ago. That was something to watch right there. Trying to see.
Clemson came in ready.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
will say that. They came in ready.
Lots of energy.
Lots of energy.
The
And I
game
think
plan.
we can see that in their play.
Exactly.
think with these lineouts, they practice different formations with different girls, and they can call different plays. Now NC State has the ball.
Yeah, get some variation
it up.
going.
Try to get it out of
Oh,
Clemson
wow.
hands. Getting dangerously close to the try line.
Yes.
Yes, you can kick it at
Kick it.
any point to move it forward.
Oh,
Good work by
yeah,
co-captain
that
Jeff
was
Funk.
it's a veteran move right there.
And we have an injury. Injury
For
on-
Clemson?
Yes.
It looks like it. That's
Or both? Or both teams?
might be.
Maybe a collision?
I think a collision.
It seems to be the case.
It seems like the NC State player shaking her head, able to communicate to the ref. I think it is a Clemson player
Right.
down on the floor there. Medic is running on the field.
Right.
With the way that the tackling works, a lot of knee injuries are common in the
I
sport.
can understand that. That's something you hate to see.
Especially having to go below the shoulder.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Wow, the crowd's pretty big today.
The
It
crowd is very
nice crowd. I like it.
They're bundled up too. That's how
They
you
are
know.
Bundle up. Yeah.
Some in t-shirts, not anticipating the
Yeah.
weather.
Right.
A little,
Now-
little cooler today.
It is crazy. It was just 100 degrees in October. It was actually, the news said that it was a record-breaking heat for the
Yes.
month of October.
Right.
And now we're getting a little taste of fall. But
Yeah.
we will see that warm weather back, I think, on
In a few
Monday
days,
or
yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah. North Carolina, you can't, you can't.
4
can't beat the
seasons,
weather.
1 week. What
Right.
more do you ask
Exactly.
for?
Gotta love it.
So we'll start play back up.
Yeah.
Clemson player was able to walk off the field.
That's good. That's good. We like to see that.
Sportsmanship, 100%.
Exactly. Hopefully she's okay.
I'm not sure how they do substitutions. I don't really see too many girls on the sidelines for Clemson.
Yeah.
That might come into play later as this game wears on.
Now, I will admit, I do see some for state. I think those are their water and,
Yeah.
yeah, with the jerseys. So, yeah, only 2 subs for Clemson. I don't see any for state.
Oh, I think there are a few subs in the
Couple of
jerseys, but they just help out with water.
With
Right.
and- oh.
Oh, now that
So
is
I
a
think
strong
the whistle was
tackle.
blown during the injury for a knock on, and that's why that scrum resulted.
Strong
Right.
tackle for NC
Yes.
State.
Nice.
Yeah. Clemson is moving that
Teamwork
ball
and
around,
Brooke.
getting it over.
NC State is getting after it.
Really are. They're just, oof. Gang tackling here. Okay,
Nice
Clemson-
tackle again from NC State.
Clemson still passing it, still trying to
One
make
of our
something
players
work
holding
here.
their shoulders,
Oh.
like something's wrong.
Yeah. Might have another injury here.
What tends to happen with injuries in rugby is they continue to play.
Right.
I think her
Yeah.
shoulder is.
If it doesn't, if it's not
Her sh-
interrupting the game. Yeah.
So her shoulder is dislocated right now. I think the medic here might pop it back in.
That seems
that
to be
proves
what's
the
happening.
toughness that you need for this sport.
Oh yeah, that says so much about the women that are out here.
Yeah.
And you know, with this big of a crowd, I think it just shows the respect that people have for every individual on the field right now.
Exactly.
I'm a little concerned with how little offense we've had with
Yeah.
holding the ball. I was
Yeah.
expecting a little bit more, but
Yeah,
our
Clemson-
defense can answer, but it's still a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you raise a great point.
Yeah.
You know, the ball has been on this side of the Clemson's field for a really long time. I don't think we've
Yeah.
even made it.
No, I don't think we've left
Down
our
there.
their half. So, we got to get this
Man.
tackle. It looks like they're about to get a try, and if the ball touches down, they'll call it.
And
I'm not sure.
Mm. All right, we are
What's going on?
getting
Are they
something
lining
going
up for
here.
another scrum?
little
Is that
side
what's going on?
little sideline report here. The player that did come out holding her shoulder was just able to lift both arms up in the air. She possibly will be
Co-captain right
running
there.
running back onto the field to play.
Yeah, just another further display of toughness in this sport. Like, my goodness.
And I
But-
think they stopped play too now.
Right.
Their coach is saying run
Maybe
run
a
it.
substitution.
Yeah.
I think
Is
so.
that what's
Yeah.
going
I
on?
mean,
Yes.
She's walking. She looks okay, but I think she might just be taking a little bit of time out here. But I just know, you know, if I dislocate my shoulder, I'm out 3 weeks. You know, I'm taking.
I think this is club president Amy Hogan coming
Yeah.
in, number
There
21.
we go. Go.
So the numbering is really important in rugby because 1 through 8 are the designated forwards, and so they're the ones that line up in the scrum.
Exactly.
Everybody else is going to be the backs and the wings that do the running.
Definitely, as we're lining up for this scrum, super important, so close to the goal line here.
A very critical time. It will be interesting to see how NC State answers here.
Yep.
You know, Clemson hasn't been able to capitalize on these moments.
Right, exactly. Clemson definitely has a lot of the momentum here right now, just for how long they've been on offense, it seems like. So we're excited for the scrum right here. See how it goes.
Rolls it in. Let's see who gets possession. This is crucial for NC State.
Oh.
We got the ball.
All right, let's see what NC State can do with it.
I'm not sure what that meant.
Yeah, so we're just.
Is this another scrum?
It could be.
Yes.
We're trying to see some clarification.
So we're going to
from
start to
the,
see the lineups to be a little
there.
slower as they move on.
Right. Right. The second scrum here.
Take their places.
Getting ready here. Let's see who wins this one. This is big. This is big right here.
And
Oh,
Clemson.
Clemson.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
Oh, she just lowered the shoulder
And-
right there.
Amy Hogan with a tackle. And a try is called. So
There we go.
Clemson scored 5 points with that, and they'll be able to kick for a conversion, which is 2 points.
Exactly. All right.
I think that
Clemson,
just
you know, young team, but they definitely had all the energy right now, and they were able to get that try. Very, very exciting if you're a Clemson fan right now.
And check out that replay.
Yeah, it was just all power right there.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
especially from a very young team.
Yeah,
I mean, coming off of 3-3,
exactly.
you know, it just shows that they've grown.
Traditionally for this program, they are known to be pretty good. So the last couple of years, they've done very well, especially against us.
And I think that says a lot about their coaching and their ability of their veterans. You know, they only have 5 vets. That means those 5 veterans stepped up for Clemson and was able to kind of just lead the way and show that young team, you know, and carry on that prestigious program.
Exactly. As we're lining up for this kick, we're going to see if they can get it to 7-0. It's a very, you know, it's far left, so that's definitely some difficulty there.
And it is no good.
Just a little short.
So it has to clear the goalpost
Right.
for it to count. So
Exactly.
we move on with Clemson 5, NC State 0, and we'll start again from the half.
Yeah, you know, if you're NC State, you're not freaking out right now, but you definitely want to see. Let's try to get on offense. Let's try to get something moving, some nice passes going. Just did not see that in these first half of the half, I guess you would call it. So.
And I think, you know, what you said, Miranda, about numbers being important. You just heard that Clemson coach say, know your numbers.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I think that's big. You know, that communication for Clemson is big. You hear them talking, and I think that's why, you know, they were able to put some numbers on the board.
Exactly.
There's a lot of utility, too, when it comes to the positions. So knowing your number is essential of where you're supposed to be versus where you might want to be.
Exactly. Very, very important, you know. One of my favorite lines from The Rock is, you know your role. You have to know your role. So that's basically what the coach wants his players to do right now.
I thought you were going to say, do you smell?
Oh, you know, now I could do that.
what
I
the Rock
have some pretty good wrestling
is
impressions. Not going to pull them out
cooking?
right now, but we'll see that at halftime. As appears to be another scrum here. Gearing up.
Kickoff.
Let's see who wins this. It's very big.
NC State's coach yelling about lining up correctly, marking well for Clemson. Maybe another wheeling call. Is that what just happened?
That's what it kind of looks like. 'Cause I saw
Yeah.
them going at an angle. I do
Yeah.
not think that was appropriate angling for them, for either team really.
Yeah.
We just had to go ahead and get a little restart.
The wheeling's kind of a testament of strength in the front.
Exactly.
So. It's almost similar to like a false start in football, you know?
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is
Trying to get that energy forward right away.
right. Okay.
We got a roll in hooker
Oh.
to Clemson. I'm impressed with Clemson's hooker.
Yeah. That was a
She's
good
won
job.
a lot of these scrums.
Right. They're
ahead.
back with the ball.
NC State needs to answer here
Get something going.
and go forward.
But they got runners lined up. Oh no, she just broke free.
Oh.
She's going.
She is going. Wow, what a play by Clemson.
That is what I'm talking about right there. That is what you love to see. Just that nice, just bulldozing through the
call.
defense.
Is this another knock? Nope. I think this is a penalty.
I think that just speaks on the physicality of this Clemson team. Again, very young, but 11 rookies, you cannot tell on the
There's
field.
some speed
Exactly.
on their
We're just
wings
seeing-
right there. Nice tackle by
Oh,
Amy
that's a
Hogan.
tackle. That we like to see that.
Clemson in the ruck, passing it back.
They're going.
Another tackle for NC State. What's so fun about this sport is how quickly you can move up the field without
Exactly.
even stopping.
Things can happen in an instant.
Yeah. It's very continuous play.
And, going into this game, I mean, Clemson has the advantage the entire time. I don't think the ball has really gone on the other side of the field
Yeah.
in the Wolfpack's favor.
Yeah, it's definitely been kind of one-sided right now in terms of who has the ball. It's a lot of possession
I'm
time
not
for
sure
Clemson.
how we're going to answer this. Tackle by number 12.
All right, Clemson, they're swinging it right now. Working that left side of the field.
Good passing and communication
Another
for
good
Clemson.
pass. Oh no, she's trying to cut. She's trying to find somebody to get to.
And then playing in their ruck. Clemson still has the ball.
They're working it.
Wow. I'm really impressed by their communication on Clemson's team.
It's definitely a good indicator for the rest of the season there.
Flying through the field.
Yeah. NC State trying to stop them here, but these passes are just so sharp, so crisp. It's really hard to beat them.
Let's get the ball here. And Clemson remains in possession.
Okay, Clemson, now they're on the far right side, just working it. And, we're just, there we go.
Are they preparing?
Yeah,
Let's
they're just
see.
lining up here.
Is this another? All right. We can't really hear what the ref is saying, but I think he's getting on.
This is another line out.
Yeah.
Right.
The ball went out. Actually, no, this is
A
scrum.
scrum.
Oops,
yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. It was just so far
yeah,
towards the
towards the opposite
outline.
end. They're lining up for the scrum here. Okay, let's see who wins this. It's big for NC State. It looks like they've gotten it, but need to start having something
Trying to
happening
move
here.
forward. Nice speed, but no one.
Yeah, just
No one there.
no one there to pass it to.
Again, that's knowing anticipating where your teammate's going to be. But that's also your teammate's job to be in the right spot.
Exactly.
You
So
know?
NC State, nice with the ruck, continue with possession.
Trying to find some people.
NC
Oh,
State.
nice. Now
Yeah.
we're moving.
It's a nice little run right there.
Let's see if NC State can just get it down the field.
Exactly. No, another long pass.
You hear from the sideline
definitely.
some yelling for NC State.
Yeah.
Spirited
well
crowd
under
today.
rush.
Spirited crowd that knows this team. They
Yeah.
obviously support this team, and maybe that's a sign that NC State isn't playing how they're normally used to playing.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. Clemson with possession there. Again, Wolfpack can't just get it down the field.
We got some
Right.
excitement there, but hopefully we can see it again.
Most definitely. Just Clemson with the ball again. My goodness. They're killing it right now. So they're swinging it out, swinging it out far
Look
right.
at that. I mean,
Nice tackle
great,
by NC State.
great movement there
Yeah.
for the ball for Clemson. But NC State, they have those moments where they can have a good tackle.
Yeah, like defensively though, they're using that hit stick, but Clemson, those sharp passes are really cutting into them right now.
I agree. Some great runs there by Melbia Fuller for Clemson. She's just getting the ball
Exactly.
down.
Really okay. Oh, they got some run. They got some passers right here. They got some people. Oh,
Amy
they're cutting and they're bobbing and weaving.
lost the tackle there. Alyssa Cox with a tackle.
Another swing.
Clemson remains in control, getting close to the try line.
Right. Scraping at the door. Oh, no, that's a
wow.
move right there.
And another
Oh.
try
Another
for
try
Clemson.
for
Yes.
Clemson. That's
That cut. I mean, she just broke some ankles there. That is, get some medics out here.
that is 10 for Clemson.
And they're going to try to kick for 2 again with a conversion.
I think that win, they have to keep in mind that win. This one is strong out here.
It is. It is.
The last kick was just a little short.
Definitely going to see how they're positioned here. It looks to be a little more head-on here.
Somebody else taking the kick today.
Right.
I believe so. That's number 13, Brittany McOne.
Right, so you saw the first kick was from the far left, and now it seems to be a little bit more center to the goalpost, so there might be a little bit higher success rate here. She's gearing up, lining it up. Really, as a kicker in high school, I played wide receiver and kicker, and it's definitely a lot of nerves that go through your head. Just lining up, just trying to make sure it's right, you know, and sometimes it just doesn't go.
And that one was short.
That's what we saw there.
It's not easy kicking
Oh,
a
we can
rugby
Really
Rugby
not, because
ball.
that's all you think about.
Yeah.
If you're, especially if you're just a kicker, like that's all you think
Yeah,
about.
and it's
during the
not
game.
easy kicking the rugby ball. I mean,
Yeah,
I know
it is
I've
definitely.
kicked one
Very big.
before,
Yeah, I've
and
kicked
it was
footballs.
it was
Yeah.
not easy.
Never a rugby ball. And it's definitely, yeah. So, all right, that kick was no good. So now the score is 10-0. Clemson leading. NC State trying to get some offense going. It's a little bit quiet day for them offensively. Despite the score, they've played some good defense. They've had some good defensive moments, but Clemson has just really been attacking them with those short passes. So you get the
A
kick.
bad kick there. I know we hear some Wolfpack.
So that'll be called as a knock, and they'll start off with a scrum.
Right.
Yeah, some frustration by a coach there. After that kick, we heard kind of a grr.
Possibly. That
I don't
some
know what sound
the
that
field,
was.
from
Yeah,
the
some
no,
sort of
yeah.
everything.
animalistic noise.
Just know that that's not the outcome they wanted from that
That's
kick.
clearly upset
Another
about that.
scrum here.
Clemson's really been dominating these scrums. Let's see if
Yeah.
NC State can do something about that.
This is their time. You know, you're lined up middle. Let's get it on this other side of the field.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's their physicality or the formation that's lacking.
Right,
Why
it's definitely
NC State
something.
can't answer. See,
Yeah.
you saw Clemson overpower them just a little.
Yeah, something you'd have to address at halftime, I think.
And nice, NC State coming back,
Yeah.
trying to get the
Oh,
ball.
wow.
She
She's-
just laid out the stiff arm.
Yeah,
Little
stiff
Marshawn
arming.
Lynch action going here.
Oh, get the ball back. They're playing in their rut currently.
There we go.
No NC State players there.
Now, I will ask you a question. you know, they tend to stay on the side of the right. Why don't they go left?
I'm not really sure.
Is that just something that they favor, maybe?
Formation thing.
Okay. I thought I would ask,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. I mean, it's a good question. You know, there's definitely they are favoring one side.
And it's working for them, so
Yeah.
I can see
Right.
why they keep doing it. I
Right.
just was curious.
It might be just familiarity. You know,
Right.
like I played basketball. I tend to take most of my shots from the right side.
Right. The dominant hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Got some more energy from the NC State sideline as we line up
Yep.
again for the scrum.
Here, and they're trying to channel some of that energy there.
Yeah.
See how this
10
one
minutes
goes.
remaining in the first.
Right.
Really feeling it with all these scrums. I think a call for
Very good.
wheeling.
Gotta
Not
stop
sure.
with that wheeling.
I'm not sure what the sir is
Right.
motioning towards. Maybe improper alignment.
Right, yeah. I'm seeing some movation with his
Yeah.
hands there, and definitely.
And great job by, you know, the officiating for this. You know,
Yeah.
he's very
Yes.
vocal
Yeah.
and
He
telling
lets them know.
Right, and I think that's important, and that's how you have a good game. You know what I mean? It's a learning
Exactly.
experience, a learning fun experience, and I think.
And it's hard because there's only one official out there, so it's not like he
Yeah.
gets any backup or anything. We've got kids in the sidelines to call it when it's out. So,
Right.
but this is pretty typical for club rugby.
Right. Oh, and they're
Again,
Oh,
Clemson.
man,
little
Clemson.
NC State has a
miscommunication there.
chance to
That's a good
move
tackle.
forward. Nice tackle by Alyssa Cox. So they're playing in their ruck.
Right.
Nice answer by NC State.
Clemson still trying to work it though.
Trying to keep it
oh.
on the
wow.
side. NC State now has the ball, passing it back, going forward.
They're moving, they're hustling. NC
Nice
State
to
is.
see some offense from NC
Intensity,
State.
Yes.
The crowd is going wild
Yep.
at this point. Nice to have the
Oh,
ball.
man.
Oh, no,
And
that
she-
was
She is dragging that defender.
my
She's got an elbow
goodness.
through the face.
Somebody
Oh.
help her.
And we're moving forward. It's nice to see that NC State can really move the ball once
Yeah,
they
NC
get
State,
it.
yeah, once they actually
Yeah.
get it, they're moving it. They're cutting,
It's one of their backs.
wheeling and dealing.
Nice.
Ooh, styling and profiling. Okay, here we go. We're seeing something here.
Oh, was that called as a knock?
Yeah. So just
Ah,
looking
you
like,
see some frustration from NC State.
yeah.
Oh, it was called as penalty. Clemson's coach is known for being very vocal.
Yep, definitely. Getting them some assignments, places to go, places to be. That's what we're seeing here. As NC State kicks it. Oh. Oh, she's booking it.
Gotta get the ball
Yeah.
back.
Seems to be
NC
a little
State
bit of-
trying to regain control, but Clemson continues to have
Clemson.
possession. Tackle by number 4.
Yeah, they're trying to rattle off some runs here.
I wonder if Clemson's young team is losing any energy.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Maybe NC State can
Ooh.
answer with their experience.
A little Deion Sanders action here. She just goes ahead and picks
Nice.
that off.
Moving forward. Not sure what the call was for, but here's some cheers.
Yeah. Appears to be in NC State's favor.
Yeah.
All right, as they are moving down the far right sideline. Getting close to being able to get a try,
Forward.
but just not there yet.
Is that called as a knock? I'm not sure.
Right. Gonna have to wait for further clarification from the referee. All right, we're just getting lined up here. For this,
They trying to kick?
that's, yeah, this is what appears to be. Possibly.
So they might be. So that might have been a penalty, and they might take the option to kick for 3.
Right. You know, if you're NC State, that's a fair shot to take. Oh, but they are instead just taking the ball.
Did they take it? And is it a try?
Oh,
No.
no,
NC State
does
still has the
not.
ball, but
They
we're
are
moving forward. Nice catch.
Still, yeah, that was hands
That
right
was
there.
out of the air.
Yeah, she snagged that one.
Got to get in the ruck. And what was called?
And let's see.
Yeah, another foul.
What is?
Appears to be some.
Is this a?
I think another penalty?
Yeah, we see the
Yeah.
refs.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, the ref initiating. Yeah, he's coaching them up there, as you can see,
Right.
towards the right of our screen.
So we are lining up here.
I think
Clemson player running off, not sure what's going on.
so. She got a penalty, and I believe that they have to be down a player
Oh,
for I think 10 minutes might be the rule I heard.
right. It's a
That's
big
nice
opportunity
catch
for
by
NC
Alyssa
State.
Cox.
And
Moving forward.
let's see.
Oh,
I can't really tell what's going on.
right.
No try was called because I don't think possession was there in time before it went out.
Right.
When they're that far down the field, I don't know if they do another line out when it goes out.
You hear the coach saying 4 minutes. We have 4 minutes. Just hold them off for 4
Yeah.
minutes, you know.
Coaching urgency.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. As we're lining back up. Score is 10-0, Clemson leading. It's a kick. Far right line drive. NC State
Moving forward for
recovers.
NC State.
Trying to make something work here before the half.
That really puts NC State back from their try line.
Yeah.
Got some ground to cover.
You know, it's like NC State was able to get there, and then they just were pushed back. I think
So
Yeah.
close.
they just have to keep pushing. And Clemson is down one player.
Yeah,
You know, they should be able to capitalize
That
on
is
them.
definitely.
But I think it's a testament to Clemson to be doing this well
Yeah.
in these high pressure situations.
High
Right.
props to Clemson here.
And I think that goes back to that coaching. This is a
Yeah.
young team.
Yeah.
They are down one player. The vocality.
Yeah,
that's-
once again, you know, we
Yeah.
talked about communication with the team, but we also have communication with the coach and the team.
Right.
You know, just further emphasizing how well they've been doing today.
Oh,
All right, they won that toss-up.
NC State was able to get that ball.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
moving
and NC
Wow,
State's
great
running.
run.
Oh,
Moving forward on the edge.
Well,
Let's see
just
if it's
bullying
called
them
out for
right
another
now.
line out.
I think we're seeing some physicality in NC State now. I think
Yeah.
I
So
think
a
they
little more
finally
urgency.
they finally
Yeah.
got down the field and they're like, "Yes, we're
Yeah.
here. Let's get
Yeah.
this."
Some things are
Ears
clicking
perked
now.
up.
Right.
Yeah. Engines rolling.
Another lift up here.
I think this is the best part.
Oh
It is
yeah.
That wasn't
Definitely.
really. I don't know how straight that was thrown, but
Yeah.
nothing was called.
Oh,
And the referee's going to blow the whistle there. You know, in these moments, I can see why, like, in professional sports, like the NFL, they give the referee a mic and they play it. Because you're like,
Yeah.
what is going
Yeah.
on? You know, in these moments.
It
you're
doesn't seem like there's any like specific hand movements for
Right.
when he
either.
calls
So you're like,
things,
and you're
it's
so
hard to
into
know.
this game. You're
Yeah.
so
It's
into this
tough,
game,
yeah.
and you don't know, what's being called and why.
right. Definitely, as NC State, they're running with it. They are running. It's a little
They're
spin
still
move.
moving up forward.
Trying to find some people to pass to.
NC State talking on the field, even though Clemson has the ball. You know, see if they
Wow.
can get
Yeah.
it back.
Yep.
NC State pushing them back.
And this is the time to get it.
Moving
You
under
know?
a minute left. You know,
Looking for a tackle by number 3.
definitely.
Looking to regain possession.
NC State definitely, you know, We're looking
Nice
for a
low
quick score.
tackle.
37 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely the time. Time for
And
some
we're
quick
getting down
action
to
here.
it. Doesn't look like NC State will get the ball on time
Right.
before this half ends.
Clemson just dominating time of possession like they've been doing all half. Oh.
NC State got it back, but nope.
All right, 17 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean,
See what they can do with
what's
that.
happening here?
Oh, man. Ball up in the air. 8 seconds left. I think no team is going to be able to.
It's definitely.
And they're going to call it right there for the first.
Right.
Call the half. Nice.
Definitely a dominating first half for Clemson here. Scores 10-0. Clemson leading. Really dominated the time of possession. Just ball control, ball movement. NC State definitely has to make some adjustments for the second half. You're watching PackTV in our presentation of NC State's women's rugby versus Clemson, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. This is PackTV in our presentation of women's rugby. We got NC State playing Clemson. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis. And, Jasmine, what have you seen this first half?
I've seen a very young, aggressive Clemson team, a Clemson team that's been able to capitalize on every offensive game they have had, but also defensively. If you've noticed throughout this game that the ball has stayed on Clemson's side of the field, and I think that they've just been able, with the young team, well-coached, well-vocal team, to capitalize on those moments.
Right. Definitely something we've seen this first half. And Miranda, what do you think NC State needs to do for the second half in order to get back in this game?
I think once they get the ball, they need to keep the ball. They're doing a really good job defensively and answering with tackles every time Clemson has the ball, but they need to run it a little bit more towards their side of the field.
All right, you heard it here. We're gearing up for this second half. This is PackTV in our presentation of women's rugby. We'll be right back.
I'd say just a couple, because like ESPN sort of like does like football and like basketball, and, those ones. But
We see wrestling sometimes.
yeah, we've done some wrestling stuff.
All right, and we are back. This is PackTV. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis with our presentation of this women's rugby game between NC State and Clemson. Clemson leading right now 10-0 as we're getting this second half started. Very excited to see how this one shapes up.
Yeah, it's a great match here. Two strong teams going at it. Very young Clemson versus a veteran NC State team here. Both physical, both showing some physicality. I know Clemson had it from the jump, but we definitely started seeing some physicality from the Wolf Pack at the end of the first half.
Right, definitely.
We've seen a lot of offense from Clemson at the start. NC State started to pick it up just at the end of the first half, but hopefully we can see a little more excitement from both sides this half.
Right, as that kick, NC State cleanly recovers. Trying to get something going here on offense. Ooh, she sheds that tackle. Eventually brought down.
Run by Alyssa Cox.
Another good tackle by Clemson. Trying to find an outlet here. Oh, the Clemson recovers. And they're running. Okay, they got some movers, got some shakers.
So interesting because a lot of these players from both sides don't have a lot of experience in rugby. Like, this isn't something that they played.
Right.
And Clemson made a lot of coverage with that run.
Yeah, it was definitely a breakthrough right there for Clemson.
NC State.
NC State, they're on their heels right now.
Yeah.
Clemson is dangerously close right here. Anything can happen from here. If anybody finds an open lane, it might be over for them. Clemson still moving.
And I think Clemson might still be down one player from that penalty. Oh, I see
Right.
her on the side right
Yes.
here.
Yep. Still with your coach, still being vocal. Oh.
NC State with a run.
This is a breakaway right here.
Breakaway.
Oh, she's trying to put on the burners, but just got stopped.
Tackle just past the half.
Oh, and Clemson's got it now.
Oh, wow.
A turnover there.
Answering quickly from both sides.
We're seeing a lot of movement here. Here's this wind picking up a little bit.
And now we're going to line up for a line out.
Right.
NC State throwing it in. Waiting for the formations.
Let's see if some adjustments were made. These throw-ins have been going Clemson's way for the most part. All right.
We have a lineup right here.
Nice
Toss
throw.
it.
And NC State with a
NC
carry.
State's gonna get it.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Continue.
Ooh.
Passing a little awkward.
Yeah, not quite able to get it going. Ooh, Clemson. She found some space.
Their wings are definitely
and
fast on the Clemson's
yes.
roster.
Most definitely got some quickness with them.
Actually finding speeds from all positions.
Exactly. Just moving it along. Clemson still fighting, still going, still trying to get this ball past the goal, past the try line.
Clemson remains in control, but NC State looking to take over.
Exactly.
Stopping them just before the try.
But Clemson will not go down. They just, they're relentless.
And is that another score for Clemson?
Wow.
5 points with that try.
All right.
Wow. This is a, so they have moved the score from the scoreboard to now that digital clock there.
Right, exactly. So, but the
portable
score
call.
should be 15-0 right now.
Correct.
Clemson leading.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we have a lot of problems with that scoreboard. It's a solar powered, but apparently the sun just is not strong enough today. It happens, you know. But I can keep a score in my head right now. So it's 15-0. Clemson leading.
So now Clemson's going to line up for a conversion kick, which could be additional 2 points.
Right. Right. The
Now this
first
is-
two are unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see how this third one shapes up.
Nice little water break there.
Exactly. Definitely need it. You know, just because the sun isn't out doesn't mean that, you know, you don't get tired. All this running around they're doing, it's ridiculous. I could not do it myself.
And it was no good on that attempt. Gotta
So the
imagine
scores-
Clemson's feeling pretty good right now with this
Yep.
strong showing.
Yep. 15-0.
I'm laughing there because we had somebody
Bump into our wires,
bump
you know.
it. Yeah.
Hate to see it, but
We need to set up some
we
little
will
cones or something.
persevere. Yep,
The show must go on, folks.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know who said that, but they were right when they said it. As we are getting ready.
I would bet it was Aristotle. He was smart.
That is. It's a smart dude.
So we're lining up for a kickoff after that score.
And Clemson's player that was out for penalty is back in the game.
Hey,
I guess she waited her full 10 minutes.
right.
Nice
Yes.
tackle by NC State.
Good job, Claire!
Pushing it back, trying to regain control. And NC State has the ball now.
Trying to make something work
Amy
here.
Hogan with the carry. And we're moving
Right.
up the field.
Oh, yeah,
nice.
they're just
Nice to
slowly,
see some
methodically moving it up.
Good job, Claire!
We have an injury on the
yeah.
field. Great
Okay,
sportsmanship
she's
from
helping
both
her up.
teams.
You
You
love
know,
to see that.
you respect the game.
Right, right.
Respect it.
Yeah, there's a lot of respect going on here.
So this is taken as a penalty.
Exactly.
So NC State has the chance to kick it forward.
Right. They are lining up, getting in position here.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
So
No.
this game is definitely played with hands and feet. So they have the option to kick whenever they want.
Literally. Even if there's a person right in front of you.
Might have been a case of targeting there.
Wow.
And so now we line up for a scrum as a result of that knock.
All right, let's see who's going to win this scrum right here. Very integral in this game. NC State kind of on their heels right now. Trying to lower this gap here.
NC State looking to improve up the field.
And ball is in favor on Clemson's side there. And
Could it be
Let's
more
see.
wheeling? Maybe an injury?
I think
Proper
both.
formation.
Yeah.
If not one all.
We have a kneeled player down on the
Yeah,
floor.
that
Looks
does
like she's
usually.
tying her shoe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there was another one.
So as I said before, as you get closer, as the game rolls on, the scrums line up a little lower and go a little, have a slower start.
Right. Somebody's got the more cowbell. You know,
That's an old school
Or,
cowbell
yeah.
over there.
a little SNL fans here don't
Nice
know
and
unless
rusted.
you're like, yeah. All right.
And here we go.
Here we go. Okay, get this scrum started.
And so the point of the caps isn't necessarily for like head protection or concussion protection. It's more for their ears when they line up in the scrum.
Right, I can
Because
totally.
shoulders will rip on their ears a
Ooh,
little
yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not want that.
You know, I always wondered why in basketball you can never have your, earrings in during a game.
Yeah.
But this makes sense.
Yeah.
You would not
Exactly.
want earrings
Yeah.
pointing things in your ear when you're going
Oof.
shoulder to,
Or even if you
Definitely.
are a back, like you see number 14 out in the field, she might
Right.
have piercings that she doesn't want to take out. And has to
Exactly.
wear a scrum cap.
Yeah.
So
Totally
that's a good
understand.
point to bring up.
Thanks, Miranda. Thanks.
Another scrum, middle of the field. NC State's still making improvements.
The fact that the
It's
ball,
on NC State's side, nice.
the fact that the ball's staying in the middle shows that both teams are going at it. There's
Right.
not one side, favoring like the first half. This is
Exactly.
going
Some
back and forth here.
Much more even half here than
Yeah.
what we've seen in the first.
A lot more energy from both sides, I think.
Exactly.
It's good to see.
NC State kind of feeling that urgency.
Cough. Oh, a penalty. Guess they didn't line up in time.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what it's appearing to be.
Coaches were yelling to take it quick, but that wasn't the case.
Right. I think the coach is kind of frustrated with her team. They should know these
Yeah.
things,
Exactly.
being veterans. I think she's mad that they're not being able to get, capitalize on those moments.
Yeah.
NC State with possession there.
Moving it. Trying to make something happen here offensively.
Another thing with this team is
Oh, man.
they're known for having utility.
Mhm.
So a lot of people being able to play in a lot of positions. But I think with just their second game, they're figuring out who goes where and how well they can play
Exactly.
with those spots.
Definitely something to figure out early in the season.
Right.
Help you down the line.
So Clemson's already played 6 games, and NC State's only played 1 friendly. So
It's definitely.
I think there's still some experience just in the semester that needs to be worked out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And, the team figuring each other's their roles out
Right.
and things like that.
Exactly.
Communication, we can see that in Clemson that they've been playing a couple of games together because of how vocal they are on the field.
Right.
And that's the thing, young teams learn very quickly. So
Right.
those 6
Eager.
games definitely that's a lot of experience there
Yeah.
for them. All right, we're just lining up here. After
Substitution?
substitution.
Mm.
Oh,
The Wolfpack wants the scrum. You heard it here, folks.
more scrum, more cowbell. I like it.
You kind of need that. You kind of need that energy.
Honestly,
On a day like this, the sun's not out.
Yeah.
It's cold.
you got to be
know.
the sun that brightens your day. You know? So that's what NC State sideline's doing right now. All right. We're just trying to get that right positioning here.
Nice drawn out start here.
Want to make sure everything's all good here before we start this scrum.
Again, great job by the officiating, you know.
Exactly. I mean, it's just him out there, you know.
Looks like
So.
it's going towards Clemson sides, but NC
Oh,
State.
NC
NC
State.
Half.
They're
Toss back to
moving.
number 12, and
Moving.
we move forward. NC State
Let's see.
answering some offense.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the
Great
cut, the
breakthrough there. Great breakthrough
Going
there
fast
by
and
number
forward. Hopefully they
11.
can keep it.
Leah Pennington had a great run right there. I think that was a big boost in that Wolfpack self-esteem.
Exactly. Very important.
So I think for NC State is once they get the ball, they need to continue to keep the ball. And hopefully they can do a little more with that than they did the first half.
Exactly. They've definitely. They've had some good moments here. Just have not been able to put any consecutive moments together, really. So that's what we're kind of looking for if you're an NC State fan.
So Clemson throwing it in for this line out.
Let's see who wins this one.
And the key is to get up there and throw the ball straight as possible, correct?
Correct.
Right.
So they don't get called for anything.
Oh,
So, ooh, a little sloppy pass there.
NC State's putting pressure on
man,
Clemson
what a
right
tackle
here.
there by the Wolfpack.
Nice.
Oh, and that ball is loose.
See
That
who
ball is
takes-
loose. Right. As NC State recovers. They're moving.
We're getting close.
Trying to find some
Nice
passes
pass by
laterally.
Amy.
Oh, she breaks that first
And we're
tackle.
moving forward.
Just
Nice
there
passing.
we go. Oh, nice little one-handed snag. Ooh.
Nice. It's an impressive catch by
Yeah.
Leah Pennington.
Showing those hands. All right. Trying to get something going here up the right side. Another pass back. She's cutting. She's cutting. Oh, she
she's
breaks that
going.
first tackle.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking
Enough
about.
of a break.
You cannot arm tackle her.
Yeah,
She
you
just-
see that
play.
Wolfpack getting
Yeah, she just
physical and
ran
just
right through that
running.
one. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's Clemson. Clemson looks like they got the
Clemson
ball
able
here.
to take it away.
Yeah, this little strip away.
You hear someone in the crowd go, "What's happened?"
Definitely
a lot of back and
confusion.
forth
Yeah,
there.
it's definitely been a little tug of war here.
Some players down on the field.
Yeah.
They're a little slow to get up. they're
Fatigue.
okay.
I
I
don't
was
know.
just going to say.
Right.
It's
You
a
can start
lot.
to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. A lot of pushing and pulling, tackling, running. Everything in use.
Exactly.
You know, you hear a coach saying, "You're so close, guys. Keep pushing," and I think the Wolfpack are.
It's definitely cinnamon right here.
So I think another penalty was called. So NC State will be able to kick it forward.
Okay. See what they can do
That's
with
why
this.
they're yelling quick. Nice. Start with the breakthrough and then
Oh, Clemson
a
has the
little more
ball.
pressure.
Oh. There we go.
You can see how quickly that shifts by changing possession.
Yeah, these ball has changed hands a lot recently. NC State now has the ball.
You can see how difficult it is to score in this game.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
especially once it gets close to that try line.
Or even if someone's saying, but why is the
And a
score?
try is called.
But if someone's saying, then why is the score 15-5 and it's so difficult to score? You know how much time it took?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like it
Like people
definitely
have to
is,
take into
you know.
consideration the time that this
And
takes.
each score is like worth a good amount of points. So
Right. Yep. All right. NC State gets some points on the board. Score is now 15-5. Clemson leading with a kick try about to happen here for the possibility for 2 more points for NC State. See how that one goes.
she's lining up.
Let's see if we can have the first made kick
Yeah,
of this
it's
game.
far right, so a little bit of difficulty here with this kick. See how this one goes. It's our first time seeing NC State's kicking. And that one is going to be no good. So the score remains 15-5. Clemson leading. Middle of the second half here.
NC State wondering how much time is left since the scoreboard went down.
Yeah,
Trying to figure out if they have time to come up from this deficit.
yeah, I think I overheard someone saying about 20 minutes left, so I'm going to roll with that. And
I think this is good momentum for the Wolfpack.
yeah, definitely nice to see them score. Make this game a little bit tighter, a little bit more competitive here. It's NC State almost a catch, but they hold on to it.
See fewer scrums this half. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
definitely. Not as scrummy as the first half.
Up, that's the scoreboard for the game. That is going on, a little scrimmage going on behind us here on Lower Method Field. NC State Club Soccer, I think, scrimmaging themselves.
You know?
Wake Forest had forfeited their match
All
today.
right, you know?
Wow, they're scared. The
Yeah,
power of the
right.
wolf pack.
Yep, you know it.
I think improper. Looks like wheeling.
Right. And a common problem here with these scrums today. Just trying to
Especially
get
as they
everything figured
get
out.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's definitely. Form definitely breaks down first whenever you get tired. Getting ready for the scrum. There we go. Just Clemson with the ball here, moving it down the far left sideline.
Oh, wow. She's breaking them tackles.
Yeah. It's just, ugh,
Again, aggressive Clemson.
you know it.
The aggressive Tigers.
Yeah, they got the claws out today.
Wolfpack needs to bite back.
Jasmine. All right.
Have a little fun out
There we
here.
go. Yeah,
Right.
you know, we have fun here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Impressive
Great
throw.
oh,
run
that's
there.
what I'm talking about.
nice
She's
run up the side by their
Yeah.
number 15.
working that sideline. They are.
Our ball, Clemson, our ball! Clemson, our ball!
All right.
Hmm.
Here's a bit of penalty. And we're just trying to see. I'm hearing Clemson's coach saying it's our ball, so I'm guessing it is Clemson's ball here. All right. Yep. Here we are. Clemson moving it, trying to score, trying to add some points to this lead. All right.
Great tackle there by the Wolfpack.
And Clemson, moving. Oh,
Wow.
oh.
Wow.
Oh, there she goes.
What
There
a
she
run
goes
there.
again.
And that,
All right.
and I think that's a key player for Clemson right there. Number 12, Hannah Burrell. She was the member that had the penalty and had to come out for 10 minutes.
Right.
But again, she has those great runs for the Tigers.
Exactly. Her presence was missed during that time.
Dara, there were only 2 people there.
Definitely, as we're just
Slow it
gearing
down.
up here.
Let the forwards
And with the time check, we have 18 minutes remaining in the second.
All right. Here we go. Not panic time yet for NC State, but definitely you'd like to get some. You'd like to get some points on the board for NC
Oh,
State.
wow, yeah. 18 minutes left to go. I don't know if you could hear me. I was having some mic difficulties. And alerting our crew that
Yeah,
there
you
was
know,
18 minutes.
I want to keep everybody on the same page
Yeah.
here. You
That's
know,
key.
communication on our part too.
Yeah.
There you go. Communication in this game,
Yeah.
communication from the coaches and the staff, the broadcasting staff.
Yeah.
This is PackTV, where we bring you into the pack.
Yeah, we're a team ourselves. It's all a circle.
Now we see some officiating by the referee, which he also could be called
Sir?
Sir.
a sir.
Sir,
Very
yes.
English game.
A very
you know.
English game.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't want to bring out the English accent, but I have been known to break it out on occasion.
same here.
Yeah, you know
Alex
it. Yeah.
Sawyer.
Yeah, we got a little friendly going on here.
Yeah, a
with,
little friendly.
yeah, Clemson definitely
You
has
didn't
the
know we
lead
could
right
do
now.
that, huh? We can switch
Yep.
it up. That's what
Yep,
PackTV
there we go.
brings.
Pack TV across the pond.
Authentic
Across-
experience. of rugby.
Authentic. There you go.
All right, yep. Yep, there we
And
go.
there you go, Clemson.
Clemson moving the ball.
Clemson moving the ball. Oh, briskly. Goodness gracious.
My goodness. All right. They
And
are
I-
looking
They're right there at that line.
for the try. Trying to get there, trying to. NC
Let's see.
State's putting up a good fight.
And it looks like Clemson scores again.
Yep. That's going to put them up 20-5.
And then they'll get another chance to kick for a conversion, which is 2 points.
Correct. All right, so you saw Clemson get that score there. And just Clemson trying to get those 2 points on.
Disappointing showing by the Wolfpack, but the season's still young.
Yeah,
This is only their second game played together, so there's still a lot of growth to come.
Exactly, still learning, still trying to figure out where people fit in and everything. So definitely still looking to work on some things here for the rest of this game. If you're Clemson, you're definitely proud of the way you played today. Doing a lot of good things.
I would say interchange.
All right, just here with the kick. And
Crowd's a little more quiet as we
yeah,
start to
definitely.
wrap up this half.
right. It's Clemson showing more of that good passing here, good formations. I mean, you know, it's just hard to tackle one of these Clemson girls with just one person. They got a gang tackle here. Oh, as NC State gets possession,
And Clemson,
it really just ripped it out of their hands there.
Lots of pressure from both teams.
Exactly. Clemson running with it. All right, there we go. Ooh, tried to
Gotta
do a
watch
stiff
those high
arm.
tackles.
Definitely something to watch for. It's a repositioning, trying to get some passes
oh
going.
man, what a tackle
Yeah,
there
that's
by Julianne
room right there.
Cinnamon. Julianne Cinnamon, that's an awesome name.
It is.
And she had an awesome tackle.
Correct. All right.
As you just heard. Oh,
Oop, oop.
oop.
And-
I
and-
oop.
and oops.
And I oop.
All right. Okay. Here we go. We have fun here, as I believe this is a possibly. I don't know if I can't. Yep. This is a scrum. We have another scrum. Can we get some more cowbell? More cowbell. All right.
Bring the cowbell.
We're
Now you-
excited here.
Now, I heard the Clemson coach tell one of his members that you have fresh legs, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
As they made that substitution, use that to your advantage.
Exactly.
And it's all about up.
Oh, it's so frustrating when they get called for something in the scrum.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I
word just to
know.
redo it.
Yep.
Oh, man. There we go.
Nice to see so many supporters here for our women's rugby team.
Yeah, definitely.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, we got another scrum here. I'm getting goosebumps. It's just just gearing up here. See who wins this one.
Another restart for this.
Having some difficulties with getting this scrum together.
And I believe that was more on the Clemson's side there.
Might be. They're kind of at an awkward angle there.
Right.
And, definitely, it's very specific with these scrums. You have to be in certain positions, certain angles. And if you're not there, that's where we get the restarts. So that's what we're having here. As Miranda said earlier, the scrums later in the game, they're a little bit lower than they were when they first started.
Oh, this is frustrating. That's probably the third time that they've had to restart the scrum.
Yeah.
I mean, like
And
you
make
said, you
sure
can
it's
see
right,
it.
Let it.
I don't think it has a power source. All right, we're getting ready for the scrum. Another scrum.
All right.
Fourth try's a charm.
That's what they say.
Oh, there's the cowbells.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, thank gosh.
Oh.
We got that going.
Yeah, we got that scrum going. NC State's got it. They're moving. Trying to make something work. Oh. It's going to be a whistle there. That's a penalty of some sort. Yeah.
Illegal shift? Is
Yeah,
that
I believe that's what the motion looked like. Illegal movement or something of that sort.
And you had asked me earlier about their positioning, of why they stay so far right or far left, and I think it has to do with their shifting formations.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm definitely starting to pick that up.
Now, you wouldn't expect that, though, from a team that has played 6 games already.
Right.
The
Right.
Clemson Tigers, 3-3.
But I think they're still young, and they're still getting used to some
Definitely something.
rules and regulations.
Right.
Right. Just want to make sure you're doing everything right.
Yeah, and I heard the coach, tell the sir that, I don't think they know, because, they're a young team. They're a young,
Right,
great
right.
team at that.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent on that Clemson team. I'm seeing.
Oh, wow, great
Oh.
run there by the NC
Oh, she's
State.
bulldozing. She came to bulldoze. It's construction zone here. All right.
Put up the tape.
Yeah. Get those Hillsborough people out here. All right. Little local comedy for you. Okay.
You can
As
definitely
Clemson.
see the fatigue wearing down on these.
Yeah,
nice
definitely.
girls.
Definitely.
Taking longer to get back up.
Yeah. Right. Trying to get some quick passes going. And some movement. Ooh, nice little stiff arm. Not going to work. She's being hauled down, looking for someone to get it to. As
She's
it's
staying with
going.
the ball now.
Oof. It's a nice, good hit, good contact. They're pulling. They're trying to get him down to the ground as we try to swing it out here. Oof. They just cannot seem to get past this. It's like a nice little 10-yard gap they're in right now. They've just been there for a minute here. Trying to find openings.
Nice
Oh, she's
breakaway.
moving. She said,
They're
get
one
off
our
of me.
forwards.
All right. All right. Here
Oh,
we go.
man, way to lead with the shoulder.
Yeah,
Up
there we go.
Clemson almost took the ball away, but State was able to keep it.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah. This going to be a penalty of some sort, maybe an injury. Ooh, yeah, she's down. She's down. Going to need the medic to get out here for that one. Yeah, definitely.
They asked so politely.
Yeah, you know, see the players calling for water. It's it's a cool day today, but definitely they're still running around, ripping and running, tackling, passing. It's exhausting. I'm getting tired just looking at them. You know,
Yeah.
just
Very
not imagine
visible
expending
sport.
all that energy they're expending. As we see a NC State player down, I hope she's okay. Medic's looking at her right now, trying to diagnose what the problem is. As the players refresh and refuel on the sidelines here. It's definitely been an interesting game. You know, Clemson's up 20-5 right now, but it's still been good. It's been a great watch. We've seen a lot of physicality. We've seen a lot of good plays. NC State, you know, as the clock's kind of winding down, you know, not exactly sure they can get back into this one, but we're definitely taking some things you can learn from Clemson. You know, this young team, they're really just they've shown a lot of grit, a lot of determination, a lot of intensity, a lot of energy, and we're really looking to see. Oh, and as we see NC State player, she's able to get up, appears to be on her own power. Okay, you get a little bit of assistance here. It might be a lower leg injury, possibly. By the way, she's a little ginger on that left leg, I think. So that's, well, I guess it would be a right leg.
Looks like it's already wrapped up, so
yeah.
might have tweaked an old injury or something.
Yeah, that's what it's appearing to be.
It's a little frustrating to see this many injuries from the Wolfpack so early on.
Yeah,
Only
so
their
early in
second
the
game.
season. Yeah.
At least 3 people have been taken off with injuries.
Hopefully she won't be out too long. That's what we're hoping for, as the players get back onto the field. And,
Lining up for another scrum here. Taking their time, getting lined up, dealing with substitution.
all right, we got just under 5 minutes left in this game. NC State, you know, trailing 20-5 right now. Clemson showing a lot of determination, a lot of grit, a lot of energy. Had some really sharp passes, very deliberate with their offense today, and that's led them to this great lead they have right now. As we're gearing up for this scrum here, and definitely.
Sometimes delayed lineups have to do with fatigue, and sometimes they have to do with holding off scores. So maybe Clemson doesn't want to get straight away to any more action.
Yeah, maybe you just get up a little bit slower if you're Clemson. You know, it happens. It happens. It's called time management, you know. So.
Do we know how much time is left?
Yeah, it was just under 5 minutes whenever I went and checked the scoreboard recently.
Okay.
So, you know.
This is where it counts.
Exactly.
Those 5 minutes, you know, what you choose to do, how you choose to use that time.
It shows the DNA of your team. You know, you're down, you know, a sizable lead. You know, do you just fold or do you just, you know, keep working? That's really what we want to see here if you're an NC State fan.
I think that'll be a testament to how they do for the rest of the season, is how they respond with a deficit like this.
Exactly. Have another scrum here. Clemson with the ball. They're moving. They're
An
shaking.
impressive
Oh,
breakaway.
broke about 3 tackles there. It's quite the play. They're moving. Looking for somebody to get it to. Looking for a pass here. All right. Clemson still moving on offense. Oh, she will not be
wow.
taken down. She refuses to be taken down. My goodness.
NC State is sure trying to, though.
Yep, they're doing everything they can. What is it? Immovable object versus the unstoppable force? I don't know. Something like that, but that's what was happening there. There's another penalty here.
So the way rugby works is the team captain is supposed to be the only point of contact for the sir, and then the captain can talk to the coach about certain things. But you see Clemson's coach questioning the sir about certain calls and what was going on.
Right, right. All right.
He's asking for a substitution.
Yeah, we got a little substitution here for Clemson. All right. Appears to be another scrum. Nope. Signal by the cowbell. All right. Just a little repositioning here. All right. Just making sure everybody's in the right position, in the right formation for this scrum. Just putting the pieces together. All right. Here we go. NC State with the ball, moving it, trying to make something happen here. There we go. Appears to be another penalty.
Yeah, I don't see. Are they lining up? I can't. Yeah, penalty, it looks like.
Is that someone down?
Another injury, maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's hard to tell from here.
Yeah. Oh, I see the medic running out there. Does appear to be a Clemson player down on the field. Hope she's okay. I wasn't exactly sure what the injury is, where you know, it's located on the body. I couldn't exactly see the play at the time, but you know, it's a physical game. A lot of injuries. It happens. It's a part of the game, but you hate to see it. You know.
Now the coach is coming out on the field. Now, I don't know if that's he exchanged words with the sir.
Yeah.
We see the Clemson player now sit up. She was laying flat on her back.
Right.
Talking to the medic now.
So this is interesting. Clemson's coach has been known to speak to refs when they're not supposed to. And somebody was asking on the sideline if coaches were allowed to talk during an injury. And one of the managers said that if the injury's bad enough, they're allowed to go out there.
Right.
So.
You know, she's getting up under her own power. Still communicate with the medic, so it might be something like a head injury, or maybe like I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but she doesn't seem to have any, like, you know, external body injury. So you know, be safe to say either exhaustion or maybe some sort of head injury, possibly.
With this sport, it's common to have knee injuries, shoulder injuries, and concussions.
Right, right. Just hope she's okay. It's number 22 for Clemson's team.
Now I had Clemson fill out a roster. There's no number 22.
You know, hate to see it, but Here she is, and she's staying out there, it looks
Wow.
like. So.
Physicality of the
Yeah.
sport.
Yeah.
Rugby. Rugby.
Rough and rugby.
Not a sport for the faint of heart. All right, as we're gearing up here. NC State
For penalty.
moving.
Some
Trying to make something
improvements.
happen here.
Clemson with the tackle.
All right. NC State working it on offense.
And I believe that's time.
Yeah. All right, so that score is going to remain. Clemson wins this. Oh, wait a second.
no,
Ooh,
just-
Redacted.
Wait. Not sure what that buzzer was then. That
I
wasn't
think it was a
time?
penalty.
Oh, it came
Yeah,
from the
it's-
clock.
Yeah, it was
They
a
might have
little
hit something.
bizarre there.
Yeah.
As NC State's moving it on offense.
Oh.
All right. NC State swinging it.
Oh, man.
It's a mean tackle right there at Clemson.
You know, they're definitely going for the legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As they
definitely
should.
taking that karate coach from Karate Kid. It's sweep the leg. There we go.
But except this
Nice
is allowed
catch.
here.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, it's actually allowed here, so it's good coaching on this side. All right. NC State with the ball. Not exactly able to make any forward progress. All right. A long day. Progress. Let me try to speak clearly here.
Another tackle for Clemson.
No. All right. They're moving.
Oh,
Ooh, that ball was
Clemson
loose.
able. Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And that is their sub. That is
Ooh,
their
yeah,
sub right there.
exactly.
Clemson substitute, the one that coach said had fresh legs, making a big play for them.
Yeah, definitely showing some of that energy there.
That was a great run.
The juice is loose. All right.
Up.
NC State coming back with it.
All right. Ooh. Oh, whoa. What's happening here? We're seeing some
Let's see.
movation here. Looks like yep, okay,
And that's
so
game.
that
Now
is
that's
the game.
Final score, and Clemson 20, NC State 5.
Definitely a great performance by Clemson's women's rugby team. Was able to get the win today. This is PackTV, and we'll be right back after these messages. All right, so this was PackTV. I'm Alex Sawyer, joined by Jasmine McCoy and Miranda Janis. And, we just recapped NC State's rugby team playing Clemson's rugby team. And, Clemson got the win today, 20-5. It's a great showing by both teams. We really saw a lot of great action here. This is PackTV's presentation of women's rugby, Clemson versus NC State. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you again, bringing you into the Pack.